iPhone X, and it was received in 2019, a very long time ago. But I'll show you how to fold an origami iPhone X, which is the iPhone X10. You need is only like 3 sheets of paper. Only needed 3 sheets of paper, and you need a pencil here. So let's start with the first sheet of paper, and you fold it in half this way, horizontally. Unfold the paper. Now take this part of the triangle. Now take this part of the triangle and fold it up right here. For my next video, I'll teach you how to fold the origami. On my next video, I'll show you my iPhone collections and other types of iPhones. But that's how I'm gonna make for my next video. And fold like this. Your paper should be folded like this. Now let's continue on the next side of the paper and do the same thing as the other one. Make sure you fold this precisely. And this paper iPhone, you will need some pocket folds. On the paper, you will get some pocket folds. So you might need a little bit of help too. Now for the next easiest part, I'll zoom it out a little. 1 second. So take this part and fold it in the half of the crease of the paper to make sure it's precise. And then copy the same side. And I will do some time lapsing in this video. So if you want to, you can pause some parts of here. But the pocket folds, I'm doing the time lapsing on it. So be ready and be prepared. Now fold this part here to here, like that. Now repeat the same thing as the other side. Now a little trickier part, but here's how it's supposed to look like. Flip it over. Now divide these into 3 parts, 3 equal parts, to make them fit in the pocket. Put this one right until you see the center here. And then you do the same thing, but you do the other side. And you fold it up back in here. Don't do the pocket fold yet though. Now here's a little tricky bit now. But this pocket fold will be very shortly. You can do it in a very shortly. For the second part, you will need a pencil for the mark. Or you can use by folding to make the mark. The same thing as the other side. You're just ready, almost. Okay, we're finally fitted in. Take the second part of the sheet of paper. And now a little trickier. This A4 size of paper, you put this model right at the edge here until it reaches precisely. And then you will get a pencil and make a mark right here so it can fit in. So I just get the pockets and let's get the marks going on. Camera tricky difficulties though. Sorry about that, but camera difficulties. So I won't show you in the angle of the camera because I set the mark here. So let me do the mark. Make sure it's very the right size or else it will be hard to fit in the pocket fold. This next part will a little bit be a time lapse. We're almost ready. Okay, we got the pocket fold. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this sheet of paper fold it all the way until it reaches that mark I said. So I'll fold it up a little away from the mark, but you can't really see it. So fold it a little bit away from that mark to cover it. The second part is you'll just get this part of the sheet of paper and fold it down with that one. So it will be tricky to put this in, but this fold, you will have to fold this a little bit right here. Like that. Now what we're gonna do is to make sure it fits this so we can pocket it in. Oh, a little bit more. Sorry for that dropping sound, but I need to get a pickup. Okay, so now we put this almost directly in, but fold it over a little bit again. Or you can fold it up so it can fit in the pocket. But the next part will be the windings. Okay, we're almost done. We're gonna get the third sheet of paper next later on. So this part you have to fit in this pocket and make sure it goes very precisely, facing this way. So now you put this pocket into the model, and then that will be a time lapse. Okay, so now since we put this pocket in, let's try to meet this part to meet it with this way. But to do that, we have to make this side more or less than this side. This side has to be longer than this side. So then we're gonna fold this over that thing, and then we're gonna fold it. Okay. So the iPhone X is getting in. Like that. See guys, do you see it? So this part, you have to fold it right here. And then we're gonna do this part, but we need to pull this part a little bit to make the bones so we can put the third sheet of paper. The third sheet of paper, just fold it here. Okay, now we have to fold this to get into this side of the pocket. Did you see that? So now we're gonna do that by doing a time lapse. But I might see if this will work. So another time lapse, let's go. Okay, we're finally now done. Take your last and third sheet of paper and just fold it in half horizontally. That's what all you do. And then this is the finest, easiest part. Get this paper or iPhone and fold it into that pocket we made into a pocket. Make sure your pocket folds of this to make it precisely. And let's do it. I think I don't need a time lapse for this part, but I'm gonna do is to get it in. Okay, so we're gonna try to get this one in from this screen here, and let's do it. If you're having difficulties, then you can lift this pocket up so to make sure everything in here is clearly in to fit in. Almost ready. Now I'm gonna time lapse it. Okay, so now since we did that flap, we're gonna fold this left one to the back or this right one here. Now after that, we'll have to match these folds. Match the back one to make sure it's okay. So now let's use this part of the flap and then put it in that pocket and then repeat the other side. So make sure that fold is coming in to make sure. Now we fold this back into that pocket. We're almost done. Just a few more folds into it. Snuggle in. Okay, now that fold is already good now. Now let's continue on to the left, the one on the left fold, which means you fold it in too. So when you fold it in, make sure it's the mobile phone. The mobile phone is almost done. Just put this in. It's done. Okay, now it's done. The mobile phone is now done. Now we just have to design the iPhone. So turn this iPhone, this blank iPhone, and then you will turn it back into this one. So yeah, so there's this is the top part of the iPhone. This is the front camera. This is the charger ports and speakers. Now let me show you at the back here. This is the iPhone X. Has the three cameras. Has an apple symbol. An apple symbol of the iPhone. And there's the side button. There's the side button. There's a side button here, the turn off on button, and there's a 3 button, emergency button, the volume up button, and the bottom button, the bottom volume button. And I really like this iPhone. Happy holidays for this season, and hope you like the iPhone. Happy holidays. And I'll see you next time.